trainer, Brittany.
Joined by trainer Kenny McPeak. Kenny, you said it's a good problem to have to keep these talented 3-year-olds separated. Why did you land on this particular spot for Smile Happy?
Well, timing-wise, it was ideal, and I think the mile and an eighth, I think he'll like that. But, rattle and roll, had a nice breeze this morning. We're trying to keep those two apart. I'm probably going to run him next week on March 5th in the Fountain of Youth, and same owner for the Mackins. But look, this is one step of many, and I won this race with Repent. He came back and won the Louisiana Derby, and then he didn't make the Kentucky Derby, so those things happen. So we're realistic here, and I think if he's third or better, I'll be pleased.
That transition from 2 to 3 is an important one. What sort of development have you seen?
Well, he's an easy horse to be around. We give all our young horses a break in December and part of January, and he got that break, and then he jumped right back into training scheme and does everything right every day, eats well, and he makes our job easy.
You can put into perspective these talented horses. How good do you feel Smile Happy is and can be?
Well, I'll reserve on that. I've had some good ones over the years. Tahana Run, really good horse who ran really bad in this race. Okay, and then he came back and he ended up second in the Kentucky Derby. But Repent obviously won here, Harlan's Holiday, and some others. But this horse really shows some real freaky talent, so fingers crossed.
I think that's all we need to hear. Good luck to you.
All right.
Okay, look, he comes in with some of his best opportunities at a Kentucky Derby win. Talking about trainer Ken McPeak, when you look at the 2-year-olds he launched late in the season last year, but Smile Happy was certainly at the top of that list with what he did in the Kentucky Jockey Club. But in listening to those comments, he's kind of making it clear it's not about, and this is cliche, peaking on this Saturday in February. It's about peaking on the first Saturday in May. So this is really just the starting point. If they're going to beat Smile Happy, the rest of this field, this is the time to take them on.
Yeah, I think we have a mindset of that when we're taking a little bit horses coming off the bench, like he is, Smile Happy, having not run in 2 months. He talked about Tahana Run back in 1995. There's a really nice article that Marcus Hirsch, Daily Racing Form, put out there talking about how when McPeak finished second with Tahana Run back in 1995 in the Kentucky Derby, he was a mere 35 years old. And since then, since 1995, has gone 0 for 5. But like you said, these are some big time this is a big opportunity for him. Not saying that the opportunities are going to wane for Kenny McPeak. He's still going to get a lot of nice horses, but still, you have to, when you're in the midst of a situation like Kenny is, you have to seize the moment, seize the opportunity. And, a third place or better finish is going to be really nice for Smile Happy, but if he's as good as people think he is, I think it's not unreasonable to expect a win from Smile Happy today either.
And the other part to this is Corey Lannery, who is aboard. He was aboard for the Kentucky Jockey Club win last time out. Ken McPeak is very loyal to a lot of riders, and Corey Lannery has had a lot of business from his barn. So this is a big moment for Corey Lannery as he needs to show, as these races get bigger and more important, that he is the perfect jockey for Smile Happy. He certainly was last time out in the Kentucky Jockey Club. What kind of trip do you see for Smile Happy? Is this just hang back, hope they go fast enough, and then a sweeping move off the turn?
Yeah, I don't see any reason to change things up. That's what worked for him when he beat Classic Causeway and White Barrio in that race in the Kentucky Jockey Club. I'll be really interested to see what Mario Gutierrez does from this outside. What does he do to negate this outside post position with Slow Down Andy, the colt by Nyquist? Can Nyquist sweep these last 2 big races here at Fairgrounds? I think he's got a big chance to with this long stretch to work with. Slow Down Andy.
Joaquin?
Well, Todd, the second, third, and fourth place finishers from the Grade 3 Lecomte a month ago are all coming back in here. The fourth place finisher was Trafalgar. I went down to the Jock's Room earlier, had a conversation with Trafalgar's rider, Colby Hernandez. He just still described Trafalgar as just a little bit green, and that's the reason that Al Stahl is putting blinkers on. He did work Trafalgar on the morning of February 13th in a team of 2. He said he had a horse break off in front of him. He sat behind him, and then he went by his workmate very easily in the stretch. Colby's convinced that this is a different horse now after working in blinkers on February 13th. He still really has to improve here, but at least they do feel that there is some minor improvement with the addition of blinkers going on for the first time.
Well, that's an angle on a huge long shot. Trafalgar at 30-1. The moment is at hand. It is the first big point opportunity of the Kentucky Derby prep season. The road to the Kentucky Derby, you'll see here on TVG, thanks to Spendthrift and Stallion Golden Sense. All right, Scott Hazelton, bottom line, who wins the Grade 2 Risen Star and gets 50 points on the road to the Kentucky Derby?
I think it's the Cowbird on the outside. Slow down Andy and the Redham Silks. Doug O'Neill, Mario Gutierrez. They swept in here last year, won the Louisiana Derby with Hot Rod Charlie for a different ownership. But Doug knows what types of horses it takes to win here. And I think this is a serious colt, has to be respected. And for Smile Happy, respect him, no doubt. But like we've said, this is a pivotal point for him. And he has to live up to the expectations that surround him, the expectations that have done nothing but build based on White Abario and Classic Causeway and what they've done here at the age of 3.
And the intensity has been building here throughout the day. What a different atmosphere right now before the biggest race of the day. We had 12 prior races to this. It was a raucous atmosphere, and now everyone is dialed in to what this means. The Grade 2 Risen Star, you might be seeing the Kentucky Derby winner in here. You definitely could be seeing some horses earning points for the right to compete on the first Saturday in May. It is post time for the Grade 2 Risen Star Stakes, presented by Lamarck Ford here on TVG. John Dooley with the call.
We're in the gate. They're off. And the Risen Star Stakes. There's Pioneer of Medina, who strikes out. Epicenter flashing that speed as Papa Cap and the green cap holds the rail. And here's Bodoc with an early bid. And Slow Down Indy is near the front as they charge into the clubhouse turn. It's Epicenter. So it's Epicenter who just leads Pioneer of Medina and Bodoc. Black and gold chevrons, 3 wide with 7 furlongs to run, and Papa Cap holds the rail. Russian Tank is 5th. Slow Down Andy in 6th as they go to the back of the track. Receiving ground is Tony Port. Outside that is Smile Happy. Making this backstretch run, we trail back then to Zandon and Trafalgar Trails. The opening quarter, 23.79 seconds at the 5.5. It's Epicenter for Joel Rosario. Epicenter generates the pace in front of Pioneer of Medina. With Papa Cap a ground saving 3rd, Bodoc is 4th for this run to the half-mile pole. Russian Tank in 5th. The outside Slow Down Andy is 6th. Smile Happy looking to gain ground for Corey Lattery in behind the horses. As they left the half-mile pole behind, then Tawny Port, Zandon, and Trafalgar remains last. Half-mile for Epicenter. 47.97 seconds. They round the far turn. It's Epicenter's lead in front of Pioneer of Medina. With it the inside, Papa Cap as they come toward the top of the stretch. Slow Down Andy on the far outside. Bodoc and Zandon starts one wide. Zandon coming with a wide bid for Jose Ortiz as they straighten past the quarter pole. 3/4 in 1 minute 12. Put 25 seconds. It's Epicenter coming down to this final Fairgrounds furlong. Epicenter looking to finish them off from a charging Zandon. Pioneer of Medina between horses. Smile Happy runs on toward the rail, but they're close to home, and it's Epicenter. Epicenter for Joel Rosario. Epicenter decisively in the Risen Star Stakes. Smile Happy was 2nd, 3rd close between Zandon and Pioneer of Medina.
Joel Rosario and Epicenter take the field gate to wire in the Grade 2 Risen Star Stakes for owner Winchell Thoroughbreds and trainer Steve Asmussen.
What a different 0.4 of a second makes. That's how much slower he went in that first half, and then a little bit slower in that 3/4, and he gets this kind of a finish. Epicenter, they thought that this might be their best Derby prospect out of the Asmussen camp, and I think that is verified here today with that performance.